my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Line 59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A huge play there right off the bat. 68 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and short.
And 2 yards to go.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Here we go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
20. Check 8. Check 8.
Throwing is Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
The Titans' 46-yard line.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gun.
Now Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Malone. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Great. Shit. Gun.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
It's 3rd and 10.
What's that? 180.
55. Hey, eat.
Hey, gun.
Hey, check Mike. Watching your phone.
Great.
Cut. Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
54.
Gun.
Get him. Big get. Let's go. Drive on. Alert 3.
20.
Zoom. 54.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7.
8. 55.
From the gun, here's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
55. It's coming this way. Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cochran, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
On first down, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
It's ready. 5-9.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
20.
Here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers, not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The first carry for Josh Adams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
180. 55. Stop your whining. Great.
Newton on third down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Wide. Get wide. 66. Half. Kill. 8. High 7.
Operating from the gun. Newton firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Gun.
Throwing again is Newton. Flush to his right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Let's put that team on the clock. Hey, kill. Check. Watch, twitch.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
23 yards the pickup there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Breeze to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the pass.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the end zone, Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Panthers' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Breeze now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
20.
Check tight. Hey, check right. Over. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike 55. Time to go, night.
Now Newton on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Double dog. That's the way.
8.
Throwing again. Newton is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. And he's got this down to the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mike,
What is?
get that quarterback, D-Rod.
Gun.
D-Rod, get that quarterback. Mike 54. Mike
20.
Hey, here we go.
What is?
A final shot before the break, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54. Come on, boy.
The final shot before break. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 2nd quarter score from KC, and the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Starting the 2nd half with a run by McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 180.
Mike 5. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right.
Great.
Undercrunch. Check safety.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
He can't hit me. He's not going to get me.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Gun. Check 55 to Buffalo. Check 55 to Mike.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Mike 55. Come, baby.
Hey, check right. Watching you go.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Get that ball. Check 26. Check 26. Gun.
Throwing is Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Eluding the pressure right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
You got it. You got it.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it again with Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Ready, yellow lady. Line 59. I got him. Check it back. It's under.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9. Newton, throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park, and it's the Bills who are leading in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow lady.
Again, it's Henry. Tackle made by K1 Short.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Don't get nervous.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
That's a run. They're running it.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. Check pass. 8.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Ready? Watch it, 5. Let's go one more. 8. Mike, 55. Come on. 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Ready?
On 2nd and a couple, Newton, and this one's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
It's a party now. Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Great.
Throwing again is Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Switch gears. 8.
Again, Newton. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Great. I'm coming after you. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Newton throwing again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. To throw is Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Breeze is looking to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Watching it go. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey! Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it.
Newton to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Down to lose one.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the slant. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
4 yards. Complete to Josh Adams. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make